Hola y bienvenidos. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can use PowerPoint to play Jeopardy in your classroom. Now, I use this in my Spanish classroom. However, I imagine this would probably work in just about any classroom where you can have questions that go along with answers, just like Jeopardy is. So what I'm going to do is kind of show you how it works and then how you can take this and use it in your classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and view this PowerPoint. So Peligro in Spanish is like Jeopardy. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on round one, and it'll take me to round one, which has my categories up here at the top: days, questions, numbers, or goodbyes and numbers, and then the questions. So I'm going to show you what happens when I click on one of these. Okay, notice that right now I'm clicking and nothing is happening. So I disabled it to go forward by just clicking anywhere. So what you got to do is actually click on the numbers. So let's go to maybe numbers over here for 300. So what it does is it comes up to this. It says números, that's the title again, numbers, and then it says 5 más 4, which is 5 plus 4, so obviously the answer is 9. So typically I'd have my students raise their hand, like the first one raise their hand, that's the one I call on. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the screen anywhere, and it should, once you get your answer, click on the screen to advance to the answer slide. 9, there's the answer. Now, if I set this up right, yep, so I'm clicking, notice it doesn't go anywhere. Now I can click this button down here where it says home. And not only will it go back to the home, but look at this over here. I made it so that the 300 disappears. So once you've done all of these questions, all of these numbers will be done and disappeared. And up here, you'll notice that it says Peligro dos. So if I click on that, it goes to round 2. And I have conversation, countries, random, and another stuff. So let's check out conversation or countries for 600. So that's Spain. So a student would say España. And then I click for the answer. And there's my answer, España. Notice I'm clicking and nothing's happening, so I'm going to click home down here. And notice that the 600 is gone. So once you've finished all of that, if you want to do a final Jeopardy, up here I have peligrosísimo, which is like really dangerous, or for me it's my final Jeopardy, so I'll click that. And then the first thing that comes up is my category, which is words that Senor Bellis uses in the classroom. So I'll take the students' wagers. You can't see it, but down here it says final question, pregunta final, so I'll click on that. And then, como se dice take out? So how do you say take out in Spanish? Which is saquen, so you take their answers. And then click down here. This says respuesta. You can't see it, but if you had it, you could. And there's the answer. And then if I click, it's basically, nothing happens. But that's the end of the PowerPoint. So what you could do, let's say you want to use this in your classroom, but obviously with different words and stuff like that. What I would do is don't mess with anything on this slide. Don't mess with anything on the first slide. But what you should change is the stuff that's in these slides over here. So go to like the first one, Dias for 100, and then if you want to change the category, go ahead and change it up here, and then go over here to this slide. You're going to change this, change your question, and then change your answer, and then that's it. Don't change this home button, and don't mess with any of the transitions or the action settings or the links or anything like that in the document, and it should work for you. So you can just edit all of the text, the titles, the questions and answers, and everything else should leave it alone. The home button will still work. Everything else should work fine. So if you want to try that, you are welcome to use this in your class. Basically, anybody can do this if you're familiar with how to link things in PowerPoint or how to make things disappear with an effect, basically is what that is. So this should be useful in any classroom really, and what I'm going to do for you in the description of the video, there's a link to this document. You're going to want to go there, open that up, and then after you open it up, you're going to want to download it as like the original document, and then you should have this for yourself. And you're welcome to use this one exactly as it is, or if you want to change the text, have at it. If you have questions about this, let me know, and I'll get back to you. Thank you.